Hey dolls, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Yanesha back at it again with another video. I'm gonna show y'all how you can achieve this gorgeous look on your jet black wig or your jet black bundles black. And I'll be showing y'all how I dyed this bundle, and I did make this wig. I'll give you guys a video on how I make this wig, but without further ado, babies, let's get into it. Okay, come on.
Look in the mirror, way too blast.
So to get started, guys, I am going in with my pure white in the number 30 volume. And honestly, guys, I wanted to get the 40 and 30, but unfortunately I ended up getting two 30s. I had already had this one and I just ended up buying that. So now I have 3 packs of BW2 to mix together to achieve the gorgeous color that you see, and I will be mixing it in my bowl, and it looks like this, guys. Now you want to just make sure you have something laid out. You can use an old cloth, an old sheet, but in this case I'm using my aluminum foil because that is what I will be wrapping my hair in, and you guys will see. And then I purchased this hair from Funky Girl, and this is the Malaysian hair, and they gave me a mask in it, which was cute. And I got these 3 bundles and a frontal, and honestly, guys, I can honestly say that I am in love with this hair. It only took 2 bundles along with the frontal, of course, to make the wig, and my only problem with them was the scent. It has a horrendous smell, but it was definitely worth it. I will leave everything in the description box down below. As you can see, it's 3 bundles, 16, 18, and 20, and the frontal is 14 inch. So I went ahead and take the bundles out, and that is what it is looking like. It is very thick, and guys, I can say this frontal was way beyond my expectations. As I said, the only thing that was wrong with the hair was the scent. Other than that, everything is good. The weft is very thick and very workable, and I love a thick weft. So I'm just gonna pour my BW2 in my bowl, and guys, I was not home, so this is why you see me at the table, so forgive me for that. So I'm just gonna pour my BW2 in the bowl, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and pour my volume 30 pure white in it, so you guys can see I'm not pouring a lot, I'm just pouring just right. So I just mix until, you'll know when you're mixing it, you will know when to add more of your volume 30 or volume 40 or whatever color you're using to achieve the look that you're going for. So that is why you see me just pouring and mixing, because I'm trying to achieve a kind of a pasty look. So that is exactly what I'm doing, guys. You just want to add and mix as you go along, so that way you're not adding too much or too little. You can just portion it off of doing that. And hopefully this makes sense, because y'all know I am horrible at explaining stuff. So hopefully I'm explaining it right so you guys can understand. So after mixing and pouring, I finally come to an agreement that it was time. It was definitely time, and that is how it looks, or that is how I wanted it to look. So that way it's not peeking through my weft when I apply it, and you guys will see a very, very detailed version of what I'm talking about. And it is it's not too creamy and it's not too thick, and that is exactly how I like it when I'm doing it, so that way it'll be easier for me to maneuver. Now it's different ways to go about doing this, but you just do what works for you. And y'all know I'm all for that. Do exactly what works for you. Once we're achieving the same thing at the end of the day, we just want to do what works for us. So this is what works for me, and this is what I'm doing. I put my paste on the end of my hair, or where I want to achieve the color, and you see me just going through with my comb, so that way everything in between will get dyed or will get bleached, however you want to say it, dyed or bleached. So I'm just going over it. I went over it a couple times. So, and you make sure, please make sure to flip the hair over and do it as well. And I also went in with my hands, so I know that I got everything, you know, like I got everything, because sometimes the comb don't be getting everything. And that is what it's looking like. You can honestly see that when I use the comb, it scraped through the back. So I'm just going over the back, guys. I'm going over the back, and it looks like that. And then I'm just using my finger to gently stroke up, so that way the color is not just straight across. There's layers to it. I really hope that I'm explaining this right, because guys, I am really horrible at explaining. It don't make no sense, but I'm horrible at explaining. So just follow what I'm doing and y'all will be alright. I'm just gonna do the same exact thing to my other bundles, so you guys can see, because yeah. And it looks like that. And each one I do, I just wrap it in my foil paper. You guys will see. And yeah. One thing I do want y'all to bear in mind is that my bundles are not all the same length. So it's 16, 18, and 20. Therefore, you want to make sure that you're not going too high with your paste and you're not going too low. So just bear that in mind when you're doing it, unless you have, you know, all the same length or something like that. But it's not all the same length, so if you do have like different lengths, just bear that in mind when you're bleaching it. I didn't want this video to be too lengthy, guys, so I did the other two bundles off camera, and hopefully you guys just look off the first one and get exactly what I'm doing. I did the same exact thing, but I'm onto my frontal, and you guys will see me just doing the same exact thing, dolls. It is as simple as that. I did the same exact thing. Now the only thing that I regret doing was bleaching my knots the same time. I'm not sure if I will recommend that, because it didn't give me a full bleached knot as how I was expecting it, because I was weighing the time of my bundles being processed and my knots, and the time frame did not match up. So I definitely would not recommend it. I would recommend bleaching the hair first, dry it, and then do your knots. That way you have more control of time on your knots, if that makes sense. This is what the frontal is looking like, guys. You do not want a liquid paste, because that way it will definitely peek through your frontal, and we do not want that, sis. We do not want that. So this is exactly what it's looking like, exactly how I wanted it. But the only thing, as I said, I would not have done it the same time as bleaching my bundles, but it is looking pasty and nice. This is what the hair is looking like wet, guys. I kid you not, the color is gorgeous. This video does this hair no justice. And this is what it's looking like dry. I kid you not, it was little to no shredding. I adore this hair, and I will definitely leave a link in the description box. But until next time, babies, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Mwah! God bless. Bye bye.